Hello, Tiger fans, and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. I'm Brandon Bird, and we are live from Aurora Public Schools Stadium here in Aurora, right next to Hinkley High School for the first football game of the year between the 5A Hinkley Thunderbirds and your Erie Tigers. And we're so excited to be back. We're back with fans in the stadium. Erie fans have shown up and arrived, and they are all excited, and we are ready to rock and roll here. The captains going out on the field, and man, what a season it should be. All kinds of new storylines here for this Tiger football team. Of course, Chad Cooper became an assistant principal with Erie High School, which left the football coaching position vacant. We hired Jeff Geiger, who coached against Erie last year and beat the Erie Tigers. What is that? If you can't beat them, you hire them, I guess is the new saying. So we brought Coach Geiger in, brought a new staff over from Brighton High School. Coach Geiger comes to Brighton, also went to Strasburg, where he was the head coach for the Strasburg Indians and won a state title there. And so Coach Geiger, I know staff very excited about him. Ben Wuching, the last year's defensive coordinator, becomes this year's offensive coordinator. There'll be some changes to the offense tonight. In case you're wondering who's going to start quarterback, it will be Blake Barnett, the sophomore who started as a freshman last year, won the quarterback battle. But if my gut tells me anything, we'll probably see both quarterbacks, both Barnett and Rierick, in tonight and in action. So it should be a good one. We're excited to bring this game to you. The coin toss is out there. We're going to take a timeout, go out to commercial. When we come back, we'll have kickoff here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number, 303-828-0454, or go to carawayortho.com.
I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side orange.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense bar none when it comes to negotiation. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that really cares about you for life.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here once again with you. Sorry about the balance of audio. We are, working out the kinks. First game of the year, first football game of the year. So we'll try and jack our audio up and then hopefully not blast you when we go to commercial like we did earlier. I got a couple texts about that from some unhappy people, so hopefully we didn't burst any eardrums. Tigers wearing their road whites today, and this team, we talked about Blake Barnett, the quarterback, but there's a lot of talent. Unfortunately, a couple key injuries coming into today. The Tigers lost their starting left guard, Jackson Clancy, who was probably one of their top linemen, alongside Pastore. They will be out, Clancy will be out probably in all likelihood for the season. Aiden Oxiger will also not be suited up tonight. Aiden will be out for a few weeks with an injury, and so we hope Aiden returns because Aiden, a very big piece of this football team. Tigers will kick it off wearing their white uniforms. The Thunderbirds wearing their blue and silver. Tiger left to right there on your screen. And here we go. We are ready to get this thing underway. A long wait since last football season, and football 2021 has arrived. And this kick is end over end. And that one will be a touchback. D'Ottavio, the kicker there, also playing for the soccer team. And for the Tigers, a new defensive look a little bit. Their third straight year with a different defensive coordinator, so we may see maybe some early season kinks to work out. You never know. Coach Geiger, though, coming over, he will call the defensive plays. That is his specialty, is a defensive play caller. And so it's his defense. As we mentioned earlier in our mini little pregame, it'll be Coach Wuching that moves from the defense of coordinator position to the offensive coordinator position. So here we go, under center. Thunderbird quarterback. We're trying to get our starting lineups for you. The numbers are a little bit hard to see for us, and we actually lost our rosters there for a second. That's Davis, and Davis gave it up the middle, and that one is sucked up there from the Tigers. Good job there defensively by the starting front. The spring is when the Thunderbirds played. They opted to play in that COVID split season. They opted to play in the spring. They only played 2 games. The rest of their season got wiped out due to COVID protocols. They lost those 2 pretty big, but a different team here this year, and they're hoping to make a little bit more noise here out of the 5A league that they are in. It's Davis under center. He's got split back formation. Little scissor handoff there, and that is diagnosed and read and stuffed up the middle with a slew of Tigers getting in there on the action for the tackle. And I think in there for Erie. And, hey, we always have to relearn the new numbers. Ryan McConnell wearing number 55. He'll be going both ways this year. Ryan McConnell always kind of just one of the coach's favorites. Anytime they talk about the players they love, Ryan McConnell always near the top of that list. We'll try and say as many names as we can for those of you watching around the country. I heard people in Oregon and Michigan and Mexico. At least that was the word we got before, and a delay of game is called here on Hinckley. So a 3rd and 7 becomes a 3rd and long here. Spencer Blaylock doing a good job with the down and distance. We've had some scoreboard problems in the pregame, so should we need a clock, I'll let you know if it's out of sync. But for now, we're doing good. 3rd and 13. Davis, he'll run play action, throws it out in the flat. The Tigers read it, diagnose, and they snuff that one out. And so a 3-and-out opening defensive set there for the Tigers. In there on the tackle for Erie, I believe, was C.J. Reeves, one of the ball tacklers anyways. And now the Thunderbirds will be forced to punt. And back deep for the Tigers is Caleb Thyssen. Is back there, and alongside him, I believe, is Trey Kana. Trey, a junior. Both of the starting running backs back there. There's the punt snap. Punt is up. It's a high one and a short one. This is going to check up and take a Tiger bounce, and the Tigers will have great opening field possession at the Thunderbird 37-yard line, and that's where we will start. And so here comes the Tiger offense onto the field, led by sophomore quarterback Blake Barnett. Caleb Thyssen, the starting running back. Gage Nichols, Caden Lettuce, the starting wideouts for the Tigers. In the slot for Erie, I believe is it Jamison Zerxer? We'll have to double check that. Barnett in the shotgun, flanked by 2 wideouts. He'll hand it off to Thyssen, left side. Thyssen stutters through the hole, steps through a tackle, and Thyssen will score on the first play of the season. Caleb Thyssen for 37 yards, and the Tigers lead it here early at Aurora Public School District Stadium.
For the Erie Tigers, 9:26 to go here in the first quarter. Put in the extra point.
And the Hog Mollies up front just cleared the way. And the Tigers hit pay dirt here early. Well, how about that start, Tiger fans? And we did not bet, but I kind of made a bet with our producer here, Spencer Blaylock, about what would happen on that first play. And, well, if we did bet, I think you'd owe me money. And that might be Caleb Harmer that is kicking the extra point here. That one is up and no good. Wide right. That was Caleb Harner. And so a 6-0 lead here for the Tigers. We'll take a quick timeout here on the...
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Oh, hit and pause. There you go. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. A 6-0 lead here. One offensive set, a 3-and-out, and a nearly flawless start here for the Tigers. And Otavio will send this one high and deep. And that one will go through the end zone. And so Dom sends the Lightning out to start on their own 20-yard line. So glad you could join us here. on what is really a beautiful night here in Aurora. Couldn't ask for better weather. The wind is starting to pick up, and we are broadcasting outside of the press box, so you may hear a little bit of more crowd and some wind on our mics. So here we go, 1st and 10. Lightning with the ball. And we are going to have another delay of game here on Hinckley. Nope, illegal procedure call.
Prior to the snap, fired on the offense.
Wandame Davis, the starting quarterback, also a sophomore, so a battle of sophomore starters here in this game.
1st down and 15 from the 15.
1st and 15 now. Davis under center, has 2 running backs in the backfield. Davis hard count. Fakes the handoff. He'll roll to the right, and that one is batted down, incomplete. And who else? Big John Pastore, that was Andrew Nazarenas, I think, that got his hand in there on it. So Nazarenas gets in there and knocks it down. Will be enough time to brag about Pastore. Let's make sure we get the call correct there. Nazarenas doing a good job sealing the edge there. That'll bring up 2nd down, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. I saw lightning strike off in the distance, so hopefully that one won't prevent us from having to take a delay here. Davis is going to fake and slip in the backfield on the keeper, and he's going to lose about 5 yards here. And right now the Tiger Lions getting excellent penetration here.
From the 10-yard line.
You know, I can't quite, there's a couple of players on our roster that are out there number-wise. A lot of times these are set to the home numbers. I think that actually might be Josh Randolph that got in there on the tackle, an ETN student. Kind of looks like him anyways from up here. There's a handoff, and that one going nowhere fast. So another 3 and out, and the Tiger punt return team will take to the field again. So 4th and 20 here. And there's an equipment timeout here from the officials. I'm not sure totally what's going on here. This gives us a moment. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel here. You can also like this video. That always helps us out. And find us on social media, Erie Tiger Media, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And who knows, one day I always joke, but maybe the students will eventually convince me to start a TikTok. That takes some strong convincing, though. There's the kick. It's partially blocked, and that one will bounce. It's picked up there by Kana. Kana will stretch it to the sideline to the 20. Kana to the end zone. Did he get in? No signal yet, and the official hasn't signaled other than a flag. Because it was partially blocked, well, let's see what the call is here.
During the return, block in the back.
A block in the back from Erie, so that one will bring the ball back here, and Erie will have to go on offense. How about that, though? The Tigers have pretty much had 2 plays where they could advance the ball and have seen the end zone twice. That one called back. So the Tiger drive will start on the 31 this time. 1 play, 37 yards so far for the Tigers. Now Barnett will come out here. He'll signal in the play call. A lot of feedback here in the stadium. Sorry if you're catching that. That's the official's mic. By the way, in the slot, it's Kave Meredith. He is the H-back that is in for the injured Oxiger. And now Rierick will come into the game. There's something going on with, I don't know if it's Blake's equipment, but he was called off the field. And now Evan Rierick will trot on. So the junior quarterback, I said you will probably see both tonight, and indeed that is the case. Rierick takes the snap, hands off Thyssen. He already hit once, stretching it out, has the corner across the 20 and gets hit out of bounds across the 15. And the Tigers pick up some decent yardage there. You see the good blocking from that Tiger front. Tigers like to run some RPO. Rierick in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Thyssen around the right side. Thyssen will cut it back over the 10. Breaking tackles, leaning forward down to the 2-yard line, maybe the 3. And a pickup there for Caleb of about 12 yards. And Caleb getting yards in bunches right now. The Tigers on the doorstep here of scoring again.
For the Thunderbirds.
Jackson Clancy way out on the field, pumped up. Got a feel for Jackson. He's been a great Erie Tiger. And just such a bummer when you injure yourself before the start of your senior year in a scrimmage. Now Barnett out there for the Tigers. He's going to keep it himself left side. Barnett will waltz into the end zone, and a touchdown for the Tigers. They lead it by 2 scores here quickly, less than 5 minutes into this one. And from 3 yards out, it's Blake Barnett with a second Tiger touchdown of the game. And the Tigers will go for 2 here to make it a 14-point game. Recapture the point they lost on the missed extra point. No, they may. I'm not sure what they're doing, actually. In shotgun right now for the Tigers is Ryan McConnell, and he'll get it and keep it, and that's how they'll score it. 2 points there for the Tigers. So with 7:09 remaining here in quarter number 1, the Tigers are on top, 14-0, and we'll stick right here as we are broadcasting live from the Gen Realty broadcast booth out here on the road. Little makeshift booth. A huge thanks to our crew. Gabby Sierra is our replay operator right now, also running our commercials. Spencer Blaylock, our technical director, if you will, operating graphics. And Jen May is our camera operator here this evening. So some fresh students here. We're less than 2 weeks in, and we're out here broadcasting. So we love it. This is what we do, and we're glad we could bring it to you. And it's certainly made possible by Gen Realty. A very generous donation a year ago helped us out with some equipment. So thank you to Jen McGurk and the whole Gen Realty team. And now the Tigers set to kick off again, and I believe that's Dotavio that will send this one deep. And Dom will send this one end over end and out of the back of the end zone. And Dom, a little bit of leg strength there since the end of last season. Also playing soccer, I mentioned, almost had a game-changing moment, took a yellow card in a soccer game earlier this week that led to a PK with 2 minutes left that was unfortunately stopped and ended in a draw. But Dom making his presence felt both on the football field and the soccer pitch, if you will. Tiger defense out there now. Let's see Caleb Foster out there for the Tigers. I see Jet Cooper out there. And a jailbreak there from the Tiger front. Good job by Davis to elude it. Davis still on his feet and gets wrestled down in open field. That was Jet Cooper that came up to make the tackle. A few different faces in there on this series for the Tigers. Kyle Ladley, I believe, is out there. No, that's Caleb Dyson, 5 and 6, looking an awful lot like Logan Quinn. By the way, starting at left guard is Logan Gilmore. He'll get the start in replace of Jackson Clancy. 6:31 and counting here in this first quarter of play. Davis under center. He's got a tight end to his right, split back formation, a wide receiver to each side, hard count. And who was it that jumped first? Was it the Tiger, the left side of the D-line, or was it the offense? And the officials will say that it is offside. So that'll turn 2nd and 12 into 2nd and 7 here.
So with the penalty, that's going to take the ball out to the 22-yard line. We'll call it the 23, excuse me. So that'll make it 2nd down and 7. That makes that last play a 3-yard gain. I like it. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Now Davis under center. Split back formation. Oh, and an offensive lineman jump. So they give 5 yards, they take it away. And we'll do 2nd and 12 again. How about that? Trying to get some more names for you that are currently on the field for the Tigers. See Logan Quinn out there. I think I see Gavin Malik out there. Ryan McConnell still out there at linebacker. Out there, safety C.J. Reeves for the Tigers. Starting at corner is Sean Thomas Francisco. As there's a
goes to Keenan Starks.
Handoff to Starks, and
find out what the call
another flag. So 3rd straight flag here.
Sideline warning, Erie.
And a sideline warning for the Tigers. There's no actual penalty. It's just a warning the first time. Second time will be yardage. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10 here for the Thunderbirds. Davis under center. He's got 3 wide, 2 to the top of the formation, 1 here to the near side. Davis takes the snap. He'll drop back to pass. Fires off his back foot. And just glances off the hands of his intended target. I believe that was Joseph Owens, the freshman, who leaned back and tried to snatch that one. And another punt and another 3 and out here for the Tiger defense. So good start for this Tiger side here on a beautiful evening out in Aurora. And another flag, and I believe this is going to be a false start here on Hinckley.
Snap infraction.
Snap infraction.
5-yard penalty.
This game brought to you by A New View Painting. Experience A New View Painting's difference. Our highly trained painting professionals work to create the environment you've envisioned. We adapt to unique situations and put your needs first. Over the past 30 years, we've gotten painting down to a science with scope, cost, schedule, and painting details. Check them out online at newviewpainting.com. End over end punt. This one's taken by Kana at the 41. Kana weaves his way through the traffic. Good, strong hit there from behind. And Kana will spill out to the 25. And once again, the Tigers with a very short field to work with here.
Leads the charge for the tackle. Ball's not going to be spotted at the 25-yard line for the Erie Tigers. 1st down and 10, 4:50 to go. 4:54 to go here in the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 now here for the Tigers. Blake Barnett will come out here for Erie. Looks like flanking him is Avery Larson, a junior running back. And a timeout called. And too much feedback there. Timeout, Hinckley. We'll take a timeout as well. Tigers lead at 14-0 here in the first quarter.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
And welcome back in. 4:54 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Barnett in the shotgun here for the Tigers. Caden Lettuce to the near side. Barnett's going to throw the little flare screen and overshoots Jalen Klickna, the senior.
That'll bring up second down and 10.
Jalen, one of the players that have to kind of fill the void. Although he's a slot player, it's different, but no Aiden Oxiger, so Tiger's going to have to find different guys to get the ball to. Little fake screen, a deep throw to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Gage Nichols on the catch, a strike of 25 yards, a little pump fake on the flare screen over the top to Nichols, and a touchdown Erie, and they lead it 20-43. And so Barnett, a touchdown run, followed up by a touchdown pass, and Gage Nichols with his first catch of the season, and it's a touchdown. And so now Caleb Harner on to kick the extra point here, looking for a little redemption after just swiping the other one a little bit wide right. And how about this start for the Tigers? Nearly flawless. Snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and it is right between the pipes. A 21-0 lead. We'll take another quick timeout here. Tigers lead it here on the Erie Tiger Network.
I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent. Sorry, that's my fault. Welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. 4:43 remaining. It's a 21-0 lead here for Erie out at the Aurora Public Schools District Stadium, and Dotavia will send this one to the end zone, and that will be returned here from right at the goal line, and the Tigers cover it well, and the drive will start at the 18-yard line. Hinckley has yet to accomplish a first down here.
Return. Trey Kana with the tackle. 4:35 to go here.
Erie in their first game of the year here. I know talking with Coach Wu Ching, he feels
18-yard line.
very happy with the talent he has on that Tiger offense, and they have delivered so far. Very efficient. And Coach Wu Ching throwing the little flare screen and then followed up with the companion play directly after it. And a timeout. And I got to tell you, as there's a timeout, that a lot of new partners with us. Already mentioned a new in Erie today.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
There. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, 4:35 remaining here in quarter number 1. A bunch of new sponsors to thank. A New View Painting, we already mentioned them. State Farm's Jeannie Hulse, Gen Realty, of course, the main title sponsor of this broadcast, Germany Law, eLife Magazine, Front Range Landfill, Sherry Bond, our broadcast sponsors that partner with the athletic department. Of course, we'll also have a couple Patreon sponsors to thank as well. Later on in this game, a little handoff there, and that didn't go for much. Picked up maybe a couple.
Drive up the middle.
And
brought down by Gavin.
Hinckley has had a tough time crossing the 20. Second and
2 balls and
7 here.
20-yard line. Second down and 8.
Thunderbirds will come out with Davis under center. This time a single back. Little wing back to the right along with a tight end out left. Davis takes the snap, hands it off. No, he'll keep it himself on a little boot, and Gage Nichols will come up to make a big hit. Also in there for the Tigers, Gavin Malik.
Warren Ireland takes the reverse around the left side for a gain of 1.
So 3rd and 7 here for Hinckley, and they're still in search of their first down of the quarter. And the officials, Mike came on, he said something, but I'm not sure. I think it was a clock error, and now they'll roll it.
For the Thunderbirds.
Ball spotted on the near hash. And I think someone's accidentally playing music as their offensive team is in formation here. Don't stop believing. I don't know if you heard that in the background. That will cause our YouTube stream to possibly be taken down. And Davis with the biggest run, a little stuttering run out to the right, and he'll dive across the marker, and that's the first down of the game for the Thunderbirds on the pickup of 8 yards. And that'll bring the Thunderbird faithful to their feet. So 1st and 10 here for the Thunderbirds. Fresh set of downs. And we are right under one of the speakers. So if you're catching a lot of loud music, that's why.
Davis drops back, looks left, throws across
and the pass over the middle is incomplete from Davis.
Intended for Joseph Owens, number 25 there.
Trying to hook up with the freshman
down,
there again.
29-yard line.
And that'll bring up a 2nd and long here for Erie, or for the Thunderbirds, beg your pardon. Davis will throw again. Throws the bomb, a little bit of hand fighting and a big time catch. And Hinckley is off to the races. What a catch that was down the sideline and shoved out at the 1 yard line.
Gets pushed out of bounds right around the 1 yard line.
So the biggest play of the night
An even better run afterwards.
for the Thunderbirds.
That's going to be good for a Hinkley Thunderbird.
And I couldn't tell on the replay there if he stepped out of bounds or not. So Hinckley a chance to score here. as that was by far their best play of the game with 2:56 remaining here in the quarter. That was a dandy of a catch. It was just high pointed, and then Tigers had to hustle back. And a little bit of a statue play there, and Davis tried to run it over the left guard, and I don't think he got quite across the line of scrimmage.
Looks like the Shadows touching the goal line from here. It's going to be second down and goal.
There's the fake. Davis going to keep, and he will dive into the end zone for a Hinckley touchdown, and so they will make this a 2-score game here after that one. And Davis caps off the nice passing play with a 1-yard run.
.2:17 to go here in the first quarter, and Hinckley has cut the lead down. Trying to make it a 14-point ball game here after the extra point.
And out there for the extra point for Hinckley is a player that's not on our roster, but it's broken play, and they'll go for 2, and the Tigers able to stop that. So it is a 15-point lead here for the Tigers, 21-6. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 2:17 remaining. A score there for the Thunderbirds brings it to within 2 scores. As not quite sure what we're waiting on. There we go. Official finally gives the signal, and a little pooch kick is going to be taken by one of the up men, and that's Malik. And Malik will start it across midfield, and there's some fighting going on behind the play, and I think they're going to tag an Erie player for a little bit too much extracurricular. And that's Carter Moak, as Malik's return to the 50, and I think we're going to see probably a personal foul.
Ireland and Frank Talfa with the tackle.
And it is a personal foul on Moak. And Coach Geiger saying, hey man, choose your spots to be aggressive.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 36-yard line.
So first and 10 here for the Tigers. We're starting field position of the day here at their own 36. Barnett in the shotgun. Barks out the play call. 2 wide outs to each side of the field. Flanking him to his right is Thyssen. Barnett Takes the snap, looks, fires the slant off the end of the fingertips of Jalen Klickna. And so that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Coach Wu Ching calling the plays from the sidelines, a little bit of a change. I remember Coach Toof, the offense coordinator last year, liked to be up in the box. Coach Wooch said, you know what, I like to feel the game down at the sideline. That's why I like to be down there. I know some offense coordinators like what they can see up there, but I like to feel the game. Barnett didn't like what he sees. Now rolling, has a wide open receiver, fires it for Nichols, catches it, touchdown Tigers! On the roll to his left, Barnett drops a bomb, and the Tigers score on a 64-yard touchdown pass from Barnett to Nichols. And so Gage with 2 touchdown catches running into the end zone there and celebrating with his teammates. And a good job of replay there by Gabby for us. Got to give the ETN kids a shout out. Made the trip out here to Aurora. And so appreciative of what they do. So if you ever find out a kid's in the Erie Tiger Network, give them a shout. We're still in the first quarter here. Snap is on the ground, a little roller. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Tigers, they lead it 28-6. And we'll stick right here. A couple sponsors to thank that help us out on our Patreon. 3M Farms, the Merck's family farm out there. They, I'm sure, are gearing up for the Halloween season, so be sure to check them out. A special thanks to them. The halftime show will be brought to you by the teachers who tutor. Worth Chiropractic, also a proud sponsor of the Erie Tiger Network. I know that Worth Chiropractic, also a TPI, Titleist Performance Institute certified business. So if you're a golfer, you want to learn the limitations of your body and your swing, check them out at Worth Chiropractic. And then some fans that have been very generous to us. The Hollum family, they are an Erie Tiger Network premium sponsor. I know that the Crowder family, the Hartle family, have all really helped us out here on the ETN. So we thank all of our Patreons that help make this broadcast possible, especially the road games when we have to kind of stream off our own data. That helps cover those costs, as well as some equipment and all kinds of stuff here on the Erie Tiger Network. So thank you to our Patreons. You could go support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network. And there is a flag down on the field. Helmets are ripped off. Tigers covered that well, and I think kind of getting in the scuffle a little bit was Jet Cooper, but multiple flags flew. And I wasn't sure if that was a face mask call or a hold or what that was. The ball is spotted at the 4. The flags are lying there at the 6. Let's see what these officials have to say. Zoom in on the official, the white hat.
Personal foul. On the offense.
So it's a face mask on the offense.
Second down. Correction. Replay. First down.
And I think the official, I guess I'm confused. Was that not a kickoff?
That was a kickoff.
That was a kickoff. The official said replay first down, but how about we just start the series? First down and 10 here, and in the shadow of their own goal line, here are the Thunderbirds. Davis under center. I bet they go to the air again, as that little fade pass worked. Davis, handoff, and that did not get much. In fact, a loss, and barely getting across the goal line to avoid the safety was the Thunderbird running back. I think that was
Brandon
Russell with the carry. The starting fullback.
Andrew Nazarenas.
And there's Andrew Nazarenas' name again. Andrew Nazarenas, also a pretty smart cookie. Second and 12 here from the 1 for the Thunderbirds. Davis under center. He's going to take it, fakes the handoff. Now gives on the little misdirection, and there's a safety as that one is a tackle in the end zone. And the Tigers tack on 2 more. Ryan McConnell got in there and helped blow it up. Thank him, and maybe Jackson Kogel in there as well. So the safety, and then now the Tigers will get the ball. So Tigers, just a tremendous first quarter here. A 24-point lead here with still 1 minute and 3 seconds left. The Tiger bench fired up. Mr. Carpenter down there on the field looking cool in his shades. What a start, what a quarter this has been for the Tigers against the 5A squad. By the way, Erie fans, if you're watching, I know the Booster Club would love your help, the Erie Tiger Booster Club. I know the Ailey family heavily involved with that, and they'd love any volunteer help that they could get to run that. They help run the concession stands. I know it benefits the different sports teams. Heck, I know the golf team will be helping out with it, the girls golf team, on September 22nd for a soccer game. So they need volunteers. So reach out. And if you have some time to help. By the way, the Briggs Street Bash is happening on Monday, starting at 6 o'clock. Come on down to Briggs Street. This year we did not ask for donations from restaurants for food. We are there to help support the food. They've given us a lot, so we're hoping the community can help give back as part of the Briggs Street Bash on Monday night. And that little safety punt is taken by Jet Cooper, and he weaving his way through the defense, and he finds the end zone. And how about that? Jet Cooper jetting through the defense, scoring a touchdown, and the Tigers extend their lead. (36-6). With 50 seconds left, the Tigers in this first quarter, the Tigers on top by 30 points. And this is well on its way of being a running clock game here.
Coming in again for the extra point.
Tigers have the special teams unit on, and they will shift into it. The holder for the Tigers, Jalen Klickna. Snap good, hold good, kick up. Bennett whistles through the pipes. So a 37-6 lead here. 50 seconds left here in the quarter, and we will continue to stay right here with the Tigers on top. I was mentioning before the big play, the Briggs Street Bash, Monday on Briggs Street at 6 o'clock. Just thought I'd get back to that since I know the big play kind of interrupted things there. So, well, it is good to have football back, Tiger fans. Hope you are enjoying the fireworks right now. And it's also nice to see our fans back out here. Getting a text from my wife that our audio is a little bit too loud here. So we'll try and adjust the audio levels of both the commercials and our broadcast mic. You know, we were also told it was perfect, so who knows? 50.9 seconds left here in the quarter, and already, folks, it's going to stretch our broadcast crew to our limits here in terms of content to fill here at this pace. Tigers are an unstoppable force right now. So 1st and 10 here for the Thunderbirds. They have about 16 left here on the play clock. They like to pump the music here in this stadium when their offense is in the huddle. Not sure how much the coaches appreciate that. There's a snap. Davis drops back to pass, fires off his back foot, another fade, and almost high pointing the ball. And the DB out there didn't quite turn around. I think he's going to get tagged. That was Sean Thomas out there on coverage. And
Sean Thomas Francisco.
Sean Thomas
with the defense.
Gonna get tagged with pass interference. And the big reason there is just didn't snap the head around.
All right, so with the penalty, the ball is spotting out the 35.
Coaches sending in the defensive signals. Coach Geiger with the defensive play sheet here. Coach Geiger, for as many great things as he is, we'll cut him some slack. He's a Nebraska Cornhusker fan, so we won't let him get away with that, though. 1st and 10 here for Thunderbirds after the penalty. Davis under center, and a jump there by the right tackle, and a false start is called, and that'll back up the Hinckley offense by 5 yards. By the way, Hinckley in the 5A Metro 2 league.
All right, so with the penalty, the ball's been spotted about at the 40-yard line. 1st down and 5 from the 40-yard line for the Thunderbirds.
They play Aurora Central next week.
Handoff goes to Keenan Starks, takes the run.
And they actually called that offside on Erie.
Avery Larson.
So they're saying that the right tackle was baited. By the way, there's
ball spotted at the 42-yard line.
Josh Randolph coming off the field.
2nd down and 3 from the
I mentioned him. Josh, a great kid. He's been in my classes for about 4 years. Always a positive kid. Always talked about loving football. Big Kansas City Chiefs fan. I'm so pumped he's getting some playing time here this year for this Tiger defense, as there's kind of a little bit of inside misdirection action, and that was snuffed out pretty good. Name we haven't called too often tonight, John Pastore,
that's going to be the end of the
tackler there, and that's the end of the quarter. We'll talk a little bit about John Pastore after the timeout. We'll take a commercial break. Tigers lead it 37-6 after 1 quarter of play here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Front Range Landfill puts all your...
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Start of the second quarter, 3rd and 4 here. Davis under center.
First play of the second quarter.
And a quick pass on a slant, and that's beyond the outstretched arms of Davon Vaughns, the senior wide receiver. And so what are the Thunderbirds going to do here? Will they punt it or try and go for it here near midfield? 4th and 3. And they're in punt formation here. Tigers not bringing too much heat. That punt, pretty solid, riding the wind a little bit. That one will be fielded. Here comes Kana. There's a flag behind the play, so I think this one's coming back because there's a beautiful spin move from Kana, and he will be wrestled to the turf. But there's a flag behind the play all the way back at the 34. And ripping his helmet off in frustration is C.J. Reeves. So I think it might be on him. Coach Geiger coaching them up. They're on the sideline. Tell you what, Coach Geiger, he was hired at Brighton by the current Frederick athletic director. And I know through the grapevine that when Erie hired him, Ty was saying, oh shoot. Thinks very highly of Coach Geiger and his abilities to coach. And I know Coach Cooper had a hand in that hire. Coach Cooper down on the sidelines with Mr. Buckler. New duties, a little bit less stressful for Coach Coop. So Barnett shotgun here. He's got 4 wide. He'll send a man in motion. Runs read option. He'll give it to him around the end. And
flag on the play.
Sean Thomas will take it, and there's a flag. By the way, if you can't hear it in our mic, they handed out some of these little plastic clicking clapper hands. If you watched the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, you heard vuvuzelas going the whole time. This, similarly annoying. So that penalty on the Tigers, that will back them up here to a 1st and 20. 1st and 19, really. They got to get to the 29. They're at the 10. Barnett in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide to the near side. Barnett claps the hands, runs read option. He'll keep it himself. Barnett stays on his feet, breaks a tackle. Barnett into the open field across the 30. Barnett across the 40, and he'll slow up and trot out of bounds as he crosses midfield. He also, I think, saw a flag and said, you know what, I am not going to take this to the end zone. And good awareness by the sophomore there, as I think this
ball will be spotted at the 50-yard line.
Will bring it back. Tigers being flagged a lot. Tell you what, if you're Coach Geiger and you're up by 31 points, the one thing you're not too pleased with is the amount of laundry on the field. But the good news is it gives you some discipline opportunities in practice and a reason to say, hey, see, We can beat up on these guys, but we are not perfect. So it was. It's now a 1st and 8. So essentially, that was an 11-yard run. After the penalty yardage assessed, Barnett takes it, looks, fires, deflected at the line, tried to hit the slant man.
That's going to bring up second down
And maybe a little miscommunication, and now a flag coming on an unsportsmanlike. And Tigers got to stay disciplined. Mentioned we would talk about John Pastore a little bit before the break. John committed to Kansas State. So John coming the first full ride D1 commit that I can recall for Erie in quite some time. And by D1, I mean the FBS, the Football Bowl subdivision. Of course, Noah Roper will be playing with Dartmouth here this fall.
So the play's going to stand
in his sophomore year. Last year wiped out the Ivy League play, COVID. And then we have so many different Tigers through the years scattered throughout the FCS level for CSU Pueblo, the Chadrans, the Northern Colorados. A lot of former football players playing D2 in Nebraska, all over the place. This football program has really produced a lot of college players through the years. Some walk-ons as well. Mason Vivi will be part of the Colorado State football roster. It's the first time in 25 years, I believe, that CU and CSU are not scheduled to play against each other. So I can still like Mason a little bit this year. And then I think even Austin Bond was a punter for a while. Somewhere. A lot of names, but Big John going to Kansas State. So congrats to him. I know he had an offer from Nebraska and Wyoming and some other schools. So John, certainly wish him the best. Barnett will send man in shotgun and another penalty. And offside this time on Hinckley. 55, I believe, was the number that they were flashing, the officials. That number's not on a roster, but I do see him out on the field. Goodness me, this is the most penalties I've ever seen. Barnett in the shotgun here, 2 wide to each side. Barnett claps the hands, takes the ball, looks, waiting, fires the deep corner route, and just missed Jalen Klickna.
Jack Tiernan with the defense there for the T-Birds.
Now 3rd and 14 here for the Tigers. Let's see what Coach Wooch has dialed up here. 4 wide again. Barnett claps the hands, takes the ball, looking, steps up, fires down the sideline, floats it nicely out there. Klickna has it, and he's wrestled down from behind. So a very nice little step up in the pocket, and then with a flick of the wrist, Barnett just finds Klickna in stride. Great anticipation that time by Barnett, and a big chunk play there, and the Tigers get a first down.
First down and 10 from the 43-yard line.
Barnett, ability to make almost any play, it seems like. He'll clap the hands, hands it off. Thyssen, right side. Thyssen bursts through a hole, has first down yardage. Flag on the play way behind, and another flag will wipe out another decent gain, I believe. I believe this is coming back on Erie. And goodness gracious.
Waka waka.
So this penalty will back up the Tigers to their own 41. That'll make it 1st and 12. My goodness. Coach Wooch called in the play. Here's the snap. Little fake again. They run that little fake. The deep bomb, perfectly placed. Cut, touchdown, Tigers. Caden Lettuce, his first catch of the year, and it's a big touchdown. A gain of 59 yards, and the Tigers are rolling here in Aurora. It's 43-6.
While we're waiting for the teams to get situated for the extra point, want to make sure we look down to the north end of the stadium over by the high school over there. Class of 1986, 35-year reunion happening there. Everybody say hi. Welcome back, everyone.
So with 10:34 left to go in the quarter, the Tigers
since you left.
Rolling big here. The route is on. They look like they're, nope, they are going to line up for the extra point here. Harner, a good rider is Caleb. And he'll line up for the extra point here. Caleb, pretty big punting leg, and so also taking the extra point duties, and this one is up.
Kick is up.
And it is good.
44-6.
So 44-6. Tigers are 2 points away here from starting the running clock. We'll take a timeout here on the ETN.
Yeah, you're right.
We're still over half this game left, but the good news is
They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carewayortho.com.
all right. Oh, welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Second quarter of play, and Dom will send this one into the end zone for a touchback. Dom, a little bit of a banged-up ankle. I mentioned that soccer, that penalty he took. And he mentioned he saw his soccer and football season lives flash before his eyes when he went down, because he took a big thump and he went down hard. And, well, I thought for sure. By the way, Gus Fonseca saying go Tigers from Arizona State University. We're keeping a little bit of an eye on the chat. I know Spencer Brooks checking in, a couple former players here. Gus, a Erie sports alum. I believe Gus is a peak-to-peak graduate. Now a Sun Devil. 1st and 10 here for the T-Birds. Davis fakes it, keeps it by himself, and the Tigers diagnose, contain, and snuff.
Couple yard loss on the play. Logan Gilmore and Ryan McConnell.
2nd and 12 now for the T-Birds.
We'll bring up 2nd down and 12 from the 18-yard line.
The Tigers do score here. It will activate the running clock. And a fumble on the turf, and did the Tigers pop on it? Ryan McConnell trying to get it. Tigers pointing like they have it, and they do. McConnell popped on it, and the Tigers, with 9:41 remaining.
Stat line from McConnell right now has scored a 2-point conversion.
Will have the ball deep in Hinckley territory.
First down and 10 now for the Tigers from the 18-yard
So first and
line.
10, Barnett out there for Erie. Lettuce will shift sides. Nichols will shift sides. Klickna out there, as well as Cave Meredith. Cave, good athlete, also pitched a lot last year as a freshman for the baseball team. Rolling to his left is Barnett. Barnett looking, waiting, and he is going to be sandwiched. That's one of those. They'll go to the tape. Coach Wooch will say, hey, throw it out the back of the end zone.
Frank Talfa.
You're outside the pocket. Don't take the sack.
Ball's not going to be spotted back at the 23-yard line.
First or second and 6 now here for the Tigers. And the shotgun here is Blake. Runs read option. He'll keep it himself up the middle. Blake has a big hole. Blake steps it to the outside, and he'll pelt his way toward the first down marker. And a big pickup there on second and about 15. I think he got about 17. And a first down for the Tigers.
Xander Smith and Joseph Owens combining for the tackle there for the T-Birds. That's going to take the ball inside the 10-yard line down to about the 7, maybe the 8. It's going to be first down and goal for the Tigers.
First and goal here for Erie. Barnett has thrown for 3 touchdowns. He's run for 1. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off. Thyssen over the left side. A big hole carving the way. McConnell, Pastore, and the rest of the big fellas up front. And Thyssen has a touchdown, his second of the game. And the Tigers on top, 50-6. And that will activate the running clock here.
Caleb Harner getting ready for
Harner again here for the extra point. Snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is right between the pipes.
That'll take the score to 51-6.
So we will stick right here. Clock is rolling. We'll kind of patch together, if we can, out here on the road. A little halftime show brought to you by Teachers Who Tutor. Next week, we hope to have our full broadcast system ready to roll. Out here on the road, we kind of pare it down, one camera, not all of our commercials and logos and all the good stuff that we like. 7 minutes remaining here. There's the kick. And this one will sail through the end zone. Clock will run though, unless there's a timeout or an injury to stop it. And there's still a little bit of daylight here in this opening week game. High school football in Colorado starting here this week. Scores from around the state. We'll try and bring you a handful of those if we can. We'll run though, unless they're I know with running clock, that makes Spencer Blaylock pretty happy because he doesn't have to babysit our graphics clock. Next week, as a part of our broadcast system, we will have those graphics hopefully synced up to the actual stadium clock. And almost a fumble there. And the Tigers get a tackle for a loss.
Or in Ireland with the carry around the left
that
side.
Might be the last time that we see Barnett at quarterback tonight.
Ball's now spotted at the 16-yard line, 2nd down and 14 for the T-Birds.
Could be the last time we see Pastore. We'll check in. John not out there right now on defense. By the way, Darian Burnett out there on the left side. Trey Khanna still out there for the Tigers. Here comes a pass wide open. Nobody picked up the tight end, and an easy first down there for the Thunderbirds. Miscommunication out the back there by Erie. The play action got him.
Good enough for a Thunderbird first down.
First and 10 now. Here's a keeper. Davis stuttering. Big block there on the end. And the PA announcer doing a little bit of play-by-play here. Hear him in the background. I don't think you can. I can't. It's loud in my headphones. The good news is our mic does a pretty good job of eliminating other sources of noise. So I have complained about it a few times tonight, and you guys keep saying, hey, you're doing good. We're not hearing all that. So maybe I'll just stop complaining about it. Run out of things to talk about, Tiger fans. The Tigers love to see him win, but this one might put a few of the fans to bed early tonight. 51-6 the score here. Running clock, 3:25 and counting. Davis runs play action, looks, dumps off at the line of scrimmage, and Tigers swarm to the ball there. And a tackle out there in the flat, and I couldn't quite tell. That might have been Derek Hall out there.
That's going to make it 3rd down and 1 from the 39-yard
Caden Lettuce, perhaps in on the tackle. Nazarenas still out there for the Tigers. Caleb Foster, a senior defensive end, out there for the Tigers. Third and 1 for the T-Birds. Davis gonna hand it off, and oh man, Nazarenas just shot in there and engulfed that play in the backfield. And so 3rd and 1 goes into a 4th and 4 situation.
4th down, ball spot at the 41-yard line. 4th down and 4 from the 41.
So a good play there by Nazarenas.
Timeout call.
Shook the blocker, got into the backfield, made the tackle. Timeout on the play. We'll take a timeout as well. Tigers lead it big.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
Welcome back in. Erie Tiger Network, 4th down. The T-Birds are going to go for it. Tigers defense is out, and there's a false start there for Hinckley. So 4th and 4 will bring it back to a 4th and 9. Let's see if Hinckley decides to stick with it here. I believe the rule is if Hinckley were to get it back to within 40, it would reactivate the regular clock. So as long as the Tiger defense bow their necks, the rest of this game will go by pretty quickly. There's a pass to the flat through the fingertips of the intended target. I believe that was Xander Smith on the end of that one, and the Tiger offense will trot onto the field.
Excuse me, 1st down, turnover on downs now. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 36-yard line for the Tigers.
And good to see Evan Rierick out there at quarterback for the Tigers. Evan, junior. Tigers have 2 quarterbacks on this roster that I think can play college football at some level, Evan and Blake. Evan, a extremely hard worker at 6'0" strength, has really added a solid element to this quarterback competition and committee.
Just pushed out of bounds.
As Evan hands it off, and a good gain there for Trey Kana.
Davon Vaughns and Jalon Ousley Johnson.
1st down for the Tigers, a minute 2 left in this half.
Ball spot at the 20-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Handoff.
There's a handoff to the right side. Kana weaving through traffic, and I can't get too excited because there is a flag down, and it's at the line of scrimmage. And that might end the half because we have running clock, and it's going to take a little bit of time to enforce the penalty. Do the Tigers dare call timeout? 15 seconds left. I don't think they will. Nope. Tigers, I think, doing the right thing here, letting this go to halftime. So at the end of the 1st half, the Tigers lead it 51-6. We'll step aside, take a nice long break. We'll let our camera crew sit down for a little bit. We've been standing this whole time, so they'll sit for a little bit. We'll come back, have the Teachers Who Tutor halftime show here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
You are watching the ETN.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today. And welcome back in to the Erie Tiger Network here at the Teachers Who Tutor halftime show. The Tigers lead at 51-6 here at Aurora Public Schools District Stadium. Brandon Bird here with you along with the rest of the Erie Tiger Network broadcast crew that was able to join us out here on this lovely Friday night here in Aurora. This halftime is brought to you by Teachers Who Tutor. Teachers Who Tutor is a teacher-created company and located in Erie. They tutor students K through 12 in all subject areas. All tutors are certified teachers. Teachers Who Tutor finds the perfect tutor to match your child's needs, whether you're trying to get your kiddo up to grade level, extend their learning, or prep for the SAT. They are here for you. Contact them today at teacherswhotutor.biz. We have some first half highlights. We're going to let those roll. It's partially blocked, and that one will bounce. It's picked up there by Kana. Kana will stretch it to the sideline to the 20. Kana to the end zone. Did he get it? That is the case. Rurick takes the snap, hands off Thyssen. He already hit once, stretching it out, has the corner across the 20 and gets hit out of bounds across the. When you injure yourself before the start of your senior year in a scrimmage. Now Barnett out there for the Tigers. He's going to keep it himself left side. Barnett will waltz into the end zone and a touchdown for the Tigers. No, they may. I'm not sure what they're doing actually. In shotgun right now for the Tigers is Ryan McConnell, and he'll get it and keep it, and that's how they'll score it. 2 points, but no Aiden Oxiger, so Tigers going to have to find different guys to get the ball to. Little fake screen, a deep throw to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Gage Nichols is off to the races. What a catch that was down the sideline and shoved out at the 1 yard line.
Gets pushed out of bounds right around the 1.
Feel the game. Barnett didn't like what he sees. Now rolling, has a wide open receiver, fires it for Nichols, catches it, touchdown Tigers on the roll to his left. 2nd and 12 here from the 1 for the Thunderbirds. Davis under center. He's going to take it, fakes the handoff, now gives on the little misdirection, and there's a safety as that one is a Brick Street Bash on Monday night, and that little safety punt is taken by Jet Cooper, and he weaving his way through the defense, and he finds the end zone. And how about that? Here comes Kana. There's a flag behind the play, so I think this one's coming back because there's a beautiful spin move from Kana, and he will be wrestled to the turf. But there's a flag. Barnett claps the hands, takes the ball, looking, steps up, fires down the sideline, floats it nicely out there. Klickna has it, and he's wrestled down from behind. Called in the play. Here's the snap. Little fake again. They run that little fake. The deep bomb, perfectly placed. Cut, touchdown, Tigers. Caden led it. And a fumble on the turf, and did the Tigers pop on it? Ryan McConnell trying to get it. Tigers pointing like they have it, and they do. McConnell popped on it, and the Tigers. All right, you got to see some of the fun first half highlights. Special thanks to Gabby Sierra, who was able to clip all those throughout the course of the game. Next week, we hope to have highlights coming at you, slow motion, from multiple angles. We'll see. We'll try and get that going in a week. But we do certainly have a fun time here trying to get that for you on the Erie Tiger Network. 51-6, the score here. We do not have stats for you this week, but I can tell you, a lot of yards for Erie, not very many on the other side of the football. We'll try and get you some scores from around the area. I know it was a big slate of games set to go here tonight. across Colorado last night. Some of the games started. I know Wheat Ridge and A West played in a tight one that I believe went down to the final play of the game. And so high school football back in Colorado. I'll tell you what, people are excited. I asked around in some of my classes this week, what are you most excited for this year? And I was surprised the number of kids that said, you know what, Friday Night Lights. I'm excited to just be a student in the football section again. And gotta tell you, that fired me up pretty good. And I'm excited to be here as well. By the way, Mullen, they are leading Cherokee Trail in the second quarter, 17-14. Cherry Creek big over Doherty right now, or that one is a final, I beg your pardon, 42-0. Valor leading Regis at halftime, 24-6. Columbine, they are leading Denver East in the second quarter, 14-0. Pine Creek, my alma mater, they are leading Pueblo West 14-0. Fairview on top of Boulder 28-21. That's a good one in the fourth quarter. A final, Fort Collins knocks off Legacy 30-29. Silver Creek over Mountain View in the second quarter 17-0. Niwot leading Greeley Central 7-0. Chatfield over Longmont 16-14. Loveland, and that's in the second quarter. At halftime, Loveland leading Thompson Valley 14-0. Halftime, Green Mountain leading Monarch 14-0. Skyline leading Rampart 12-0. That one's in the second quarter. We're tied between Dakota Ridge and how about this? First Coast, Florida. 14-14 in the second quarter. Coronado, they lead Grand Junction 36-7. Cheyenne Mountain leading Sand Creek 15-0. Meade up big over Pueblo Centennial 38-0. That one's in the second quarter. Frederick, they lead Canyon City 14-0. Pueblo County up 10-0 over La Junta. Pueblo South, they're beating Holy Family 20-7. That one's in the second quarter. A rivalry game between Discovery Canyon and Lewis Palmer. That one's tied at 7 in the second quarter. Durango on top of Pagosa Springs at home. The defending state champs, they lead it 28-0. Glenwood Springs up 14-7 over Harrison. Lamar, they're beating Sierra 20-6. That one's in the second quarter. Brush up big in the second quarter over George Washington, 27-0. Littleton, they rolled over Lincoln earlier, 48-0. Rifle and Palisade in a tight one, 6-3 at halftime with Palisade in the lead, the road team there. Delta, they're at home against Summit midway through the first. They lead at 7-0. Lutheran over Lutheran, Missouri. Battle of a couple Lutheran schools. They lead at 21-14. Fort Morgan, they're tied with Scottsbluff, Nebraska, 7-7. Berthoud currently leading Fort Lupton 24-6. Platte Valley over Strasburg at halftime 18-7. Severance, they're beating Devlin 34-0. Elizabeth over Burlington at halftime 7-6. Faith Christian, they lead Prospect Ridge 26-0. I'll see if we can't get a couple more scores in here for Wiggins. Dalton Reisner's old school, they lead 12-0 over Highland. Centauri leading Ray. Any more interesting scores out there? Akron, they're leading big over Byers. A lot of small Eastern Plains schools in action as well. Otis big over Weldon Valley. So those are just some of the scores from around the state. We're going to take one more quick break here. Tigers lead it big at halftime. About a minute and a half till we get started with the second half. We'll take a timeout on the Erie Tiger Network.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. And right now I'm pulling double duty. Oh, there we go. Our crew back. This is me on camera, everybody. And there's a pickup there for the Tigers to start the second half.
Pickup to start the half. Second half goes to Erie Tigers. John Thomas Francisco with the run back. Takes the ball up close to the 40-yard line. See if they're going to spot it. Ball's being spotted at the 39-yard line.
So first and 10 here for Erie to start this half here. And Rierick.
Looks like Evan Rierick's going to go out and continuing the quarterbacking duties for the Tigers.
Will stay at quarterback here for Erie. First and 10 from the 39. Rierick takes a snap, looks, fires the curl route, almost intercepted as that was a little bit behind the receiver, off of the hands, and then pelted. And I think they're going to call a defenseless receiver maybe, or a pick. What are we going to see here? That was Cave Meredith that couldn't quite wrap his mitts around it, the sophomore. To mention no Aiden Oxiger. For at least the first month or maybe a little more here for the Tigers. He's a big part of this team, literally and figuratively, so hopefully he will come back by season's end as Rierick takes it up the middle. He spun down to the turf. And Rierick, a 4-yard gain on the play. They did call that on Erie. I think they called that a pick. And that'll bring up 2nd 11 after the 4-yard pickup there by Rierick.
2nd down 11 from the 38-yard line.
Evan's older brother Trey, as there's a pass out into the flat. Cave catches it, stays on his feet, and they'll give him forward progress up to the 42. And that'll bring up 3rd and long.
We'll bring up 3rd down. Ball's not going to be spotted at the 42-yard line.
Third and 7 here for Rierick and the Tigers. Ball spotted at the near hash, 3 wide to the far side of the field. Rierick takes the chest high snap, looks, rolls to his left. Plenty of time, has a man open. Instead will go deep downfield, and oh, it hit his intended target in the mitts, and Brody Smith just couldn't quite hold on to it. And that'll be a 4th down, and the Tigers will punt. They'll punt for the first time tonight, and I saw Caleb Harner. Well, I think they'll punt. Maybe not. No idea. I was going to say, I saw Caleb Harner yesterday. the normal punter for the Tigers. I said, good luck. Hopefully we don't see it much. And I don't believe that's Caleb back to punt.
Smith is deep for the T-Birds.
I cannot tell who's back there. I don't know if that's Oliver Smiley or on a delay of game for the Tigers, so they will back up a little bit here. A little flash of lightning in the distance. Man, I just can't quite tell if that is Oliver back there to punt. Oliver, a solid golfer. Tried out when football was pushed back last year. Well, that snap is high, gets through the hands of Kogel, and that's Mason Kogel that's the punter back there. And tell you what, Mason is pretty tall, but he couldn't snatch that one.
Brandon Russell wraps it up. First down and 10 for the
So a turnover on downs and pretty good field position here for Hinckley. Tigers flying the drone. Pretty cool to see. Up there well behind the play. Have to get that chassis certified in order to fly it during a game. And hopefully they'll share some of those fun shots with Tigers. And there's up here with the Erie Tiger Network. Keenan Starks on the carry, a decent gain there on first down. Pick up of about 6.
Second down and 4.
Gonna bring up a 2nd and 4 here for the T-Birds. There's a snap, give, right side, and a little shimmy sidestep there. And a few yards, about 3, close to the first down. I think that was Starks again. Keenan Starks, the 6'1" senior for the Thunderbirds. Third and 1 now. Tight formation. Davis still under center. Wandame Davis, hard count. They'll take it, sneak it. Tigers trying to fill, and he will lean it for a couple yards and a first down. 5:11 remaining here in this third quarter. See if the Tigers can stand strong here, keep them out of the end zone. And the hard count makes everyone move, and they'll call that one a false start.
All right, now we're going to have first and goal from the 10-yard line for the T-Birds.
Our camera operator, Jen May, he was a Hinckley Thunderbird. So he was excited to come back here, visit some old friends. Now there's a handoff on the inside and a little weave through the middle.
5-yard line, so it's going to bring up second down and goal now. Oren Ireland with the carry. Lucas Booth and Drew Evans with the tackle.
Second and about 5 here. Second and goal from the 5, rather. Davis under center. Gonna take the snap. Misdirection, fires into the end zone. Good defense. Getting his hand in there to break it up for the Tigers was Logan Kirchner, the senior defensive back.
On the defense.
And that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 to play. Goodness, 3rd down and 5 to go. Rather, 3rd and goal from the 5. All right, we'll get it straight. This is, you know, pretty much our first game too, so. Davis under center. Double wing. Davis takes it, keeps it, eludes one Erie tackler, and he will be ridden down at the 1.
That's going to bring up 4th down and short.
In there on the tackle was Lucas Booth.
Avery Larson and Lucas Booth combining for the tackle.
Lucas, junior corner, and that is on the shadow of the goal line here.
Quarterback keeper takes it up. See what the call is. Flag on the play.
Flags flying there before the snap. And a legal shift is the call. So that'll back Hinckley up 5 yards, give the Tiger defense a little bit of breathing room, and they'll see if they can bow their necks. Only 1:16 remaining here in this quarter. And a timeout's going to be called here by the Thunderbirds. Timeout, we'll take a quick timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
You are watching the ETN.
So 4th down here. Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 49 seconds remaining. The handoff. Nope, a keeper. Davis will score.
And the hands go up. And that's a Thunderbird touchdown.
So the Thunderbirds score 51-12. And it does look like, by the way, the clock does keep rolling here. So that will be the last play, except for the point after attempt of the quarter. Hinckley lining up like they're going to go for 2 here. Davis will roll and in the end zone, and that's a 2-point try that is successful for Hinckley. That'll make it 51-14. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back for the fourth quarter here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You're on the ball game, folks. 51-14 to Erie over Hinckley.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family.
And welcome back in. Sorry we had to bail on that.
Yosed Landa with the kick. Gets picked up at the 25-yard line. Sean Thomas Francisco takes it up to about
and
the 50-yard
Sean
line.
Thomas Francisco takes it to the near side, and the Tigers will start in plus territory. Well, 51-14 the score, 11:44 remaining. So glad you could be a part of this broadcast here tonight as we return back to high school football. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And we'll continue as we get the class up to speed to have students settle into roles, including managing some of the social medias. And really, this is their medium, and so once they get trained up, you'll see a lot more interaction on our social media. Rierick in the shotgun. He's going to take it. He'll throw the little flare out. I think that's Meredith with it. Cave Meredith running across the field, and he'll spill out of bounds across the 35 down to the 34. Good to see Cave Meredith pick up his first catch. A little pitch and catch there of about 14 yards from Rierick to Cave.
15 on the play.
Rierick taps the top of the head, calling out the plays here to the offense. Rierick scans the field. Ball spotted at the far hash, takes the high snap, looks, has to scramble away from pressure. Rierick pulls it. Rierick weaves through traffic. Rierick still on his feet, and he will score! And a touchdown there for Evan Rierick of 34 yards, and the Tigers extend the lead with 10 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. So Rierick, his first running touchdown of the season. Harner will come out to kick the extra point. And the Tigers rolling big here in Aurora. That is good.
Kick is up, kick is good. That's going to make the score 58-14.
So 58-14 here. The Tigers lead it. 9:24 and rolling here live from the Generality broadcast booth. And you can see
just a friendly reminder,
Evan rolling into the end zone there.
Do not allow spectators on the game field area at any time. At the conclusion of tonight's contest, we politely ask all fans to wait for your teams to leave the field.
Evan, a big kid, 6'3" plus. Moved pretty well on that one. Coach Geiger dapping him up there on the sidelines.
Keenan Starks and Tatum Starks are going to be deep for the Thunderbirds. Dominic D'Ottavio with the kick.
D'Ottavio will send this one deep and through the back of the end zone. And it seems to me like Dom's leg has gotten stronger, and I know he's still a little bit gimpy. No, I mentioned that earlier, but really put a thump to that one. That's nice. Nice when you can guarantee that you're not going to get a return against you. There is a flag well after the play, and I think we're going to see an unsportsmanlike. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Hinckley this time, and that will back them up. 7:45 and counting.
All right, so the ball is now going to be spotted at the 10-yard line. First down and 10 from the 10.
So 1st and 10 from the 10 here for the Thunderbirds. Hinckley, love their colors. That kind of blue and silver look very much like the Air Force Academy in terms of the color scheme, and I've seen some bolts on some hats as well. There's a handoff up the middle to the fullback, and that was diagnosed and snuffed out. I think that was Brandon Russell.
Brandon Russell with the carry.
On the carry.
Keaton Strange. Lost the one on the play. Ball is spot at the 9-yard line. 2nd down and 11.
By the way, Carter Moak looks to be a little bit banged up on the sideline. Hopefully Carter's okay. 2nd and 11 here for the Thunderbirds. Try and get some names in here that are on the field for you Tiger fans. Little fake action, and Davis gets swallowed by a slew of Tiger jerseys.
Davis keeps it on his own, tries to take the right side.
Looks like Darian Burnett, Kyle Ladley in there on the play. I see Luke Furman
on the play. 3rd down and 13.
out there.
Ball spotted at the
Younger brother of Caleb Furman. Here goes the pass down the sideline. It's intercepted. Intercepted for the Tigers. Returning it to the end zone is Derek Hall, and he will score. Yes, there's the signal. Touchdown defensively for the Tigers. First touchdown of the night. 2nd turnover there for the Thunderbirds. But there is a flag. First defensive touchdown of the night. I don't know if I include the word defensive there. But hold on, everybody. Laundry at the 29, so now another flag, and this is going to be on the Thunderbirds coach. One of the officials threw that with a little bit of disgust. This touchdown will stand. So we're going to have a couple personal fouls here. Unsportsmanlike on both teams. But the touchdown does still stand. 4:23 and counting, and it's running clock, so the longer they conference, less football we're going to see. But glad you could join us here tonight, live from the Gen Realty broadcast booth. And we will be back in action next week. You can find our tentative broadcast schedule on ErieTigerNetwork.com. And next week, we are planning on having softball on Thursday night against Windsor, football against Pueblo East, And then on September 7th, we will have volleyball as they take on Meade. We'll try and fit soccer and football for a little triple broadcast week. And time just keeps melting here. Goodness. So that will probably do it. In terms of the scoring tonight, that'll probably do it. There's still 2:35, but we're going to have a kickoff that's walked all the way back. As Harner will kick another extra point. That one no good. Pushed it out to the right. 64 to 14, a 50-point lead here for the Tigers. Coach Wooch has to be pleased with his first time calling plays here for the Tigers. Coach Geiger gets his first win, 1-0, as the Tiger head coach. Caleb Harner, there was that penalty on Hinckley, so they'll move the ball. The refs, man, there is several penalties on Hinckley. In fact, Erie's going to be kicking off from the Hinckley 30. Usually, if you've seen the Erie Tiger Network, you know what I like to say here. This is not one of those instances. Do not onside kick this one. Usually, I say, hey, got an onside kick here. Not in this instance. 53 seconds left, and now another penalty against Hinckley. What are we doing here, guys? Come on. They're actually going to stop the clock here. And this kickoff is going to be perhaps from the 15. I don't know if you can actually administer any closer. And Coach Wooch is saying, hey, let's wrap this thing up. Come together as a team. And the Tigers will let the clock roll here. So you're going to get some flags, and that means they're just going to let time roll off the clock. So the Tigers, they win it by a final score of 64 to 14. The scoreboard showed 65-14, but I don't think Erie made that extra point. So 64-14, the final. Thank you so much for joining us. A special thanks to our broadcast crew coming out to Aurora with us, Jen May, Gabby, and Spencer. For all of them, I'm Brandon. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back on air next week as the softball team takes on Windsor at the Erie Ball Field. That should be a 7 o'clock start next Thursday. For everyone in the Erie Tiger Network class, I'm Brandon. Until next time, I'll chirp at you later.